Hello, it's Ricardo and I'm still playing Elite Dangerous, and welcome to Reboot and Restart. Another episode where I go through the motions of starting out Elite Dangerous again with a Steam account. Now I'm going to look at the Asp Scout today. This ship, I haven't paid an awful lot of attention to it in my original run through the game because I went straight to the Asp Explorer. The Asp Scout was brought in a future release. And because I had an Asp Explorer, I didn't tend to pay it any attention because I had the money to go for the Asp Explorer or another ship. There was no need for me to do it. But starting again, I've got a bit of an appreciation for it. Price-wise, it sits between the Diamondback Explorer and the Asp Explorer, so it's a good mid-range exploring vessel. Now, by default, it'll come with a 12.34 jump range, so 12.34 light year jump range if you strip it down. Now obviously you've got some heavy equipment, some Type E equipment coming with it in its stock configuration, but you know, with a little bit of cash you can turn that into a more usable jump range even without engineering. It all depends on what you want to use this ship for. The cockpit, basically the same. It's going to be a right shop window, and what I mean by that, people are going to be looking at it and then trying to shoot you through it. It's a huge old bulbous sort of affair, just like the original ship, the Asp Explorer on the front. Loads of glass. Now, if you haven't already done so, can I ask you to click the subscribe and the like button, and then ring that notification bell. There it is. If you want to know about more videos of Elite Dangerous and the like that I'm putting on YouTube. Now, I thought I'd take this ship out in its stock configuration into the black just outside the station and see what the story is. Now, you comes, as all the ships do, or all the ships that have the hard points to support it, 2 Type E pulse lasers, and little ones as well. Now, you're not going to go shooting anything with that, are you really? It's just something that you can just wave light at anybody else who comes your way, or at least tell them, like, you know, hey, go away, leave me alone. As you can see on this screen, the jump range 11.57, but the maximum jump range is going to be 12.34. Now, with 2 pips of the engines and then hitting the boost, we're going to get up to around about 302 meters per second in this ship. So it's not sluggish, but by all means in its stock configuration it's no slouch either. Now, this is with a Type E power distributor, Type E thrusters, Type E power plant, Type E everything. We haven't done anything to it, okay? It is what it is, it's stock. Now, what attracted me to this ship was the jump range. When you engineer it up, you're going to get around about 26 to 29 light years. And, you know, I've got a bit of money. However, I don't want to go wasting it on big ships and then find myself back in a Sidewinder. We all know what that's like, everybody. And if you've had that experience, put it in the comments. I'd like to know how people have been adverse by the game, shall we say, and then found themselves back in a Sidewinder or having to start again. Not to gloat, but I'm just interested. Perhaps we'll run a little bit of a poll to see how many people have been in that sort of situation. So, the old Asp Scout. Is it going to be practical enough for me to go around here, there and everywhere? Well, I think so. Am I going to trade in permanently my Cobra Mark III? I don't think so. The Cobra Mark III is an iconic ship. This has got a pretty good jump range, and because I've already reached Scout level for exploration within the game, this means I've unlocked Felicity Farseer. Well, I've unlocked the invitation to go to Felicity. To gain access to her wares, you need to go back with a ton of meta alloys, and for that I'm going to have to do some jumping around, get myself down to a Thargoid site, mine some barnacles, and come back with some meta alloys. And you know, that's just gonna hurt. So, there you have it. So let's head on back to this station. The stock configuration of this, it is what it is. You're going to upgrade anything that you do in here, and if you can use it purely for exploration, then you're going to strip things way down. I mean, you're going to have a discovery scanner right? Or an advanced discovery scanner, and maybe even take out some of the weapons for more lighter alternatives. So in the outfitting section, let's get to work. We've got a bit of money to spend. So straight away on the power plant, you're going to need power. So yes, I could go for a Type D, and that would make it nice and light. But hey, a Type 4A power plant on this ship is going to increase its power ability a hell of a lot. So that's what I'm going to go for. As for thrusters, this station is not selling Type 4D thrusters for some reason, or I've completely missed them. So I thought I'd take the hit and possibly go for Type C. Now, I can also reduce those back to a Type D should I need to in a future state. Frameshift drive. This is all important. 1.59 million increases my jump range to 27.06 light years. And that's before I've even started messing around with changing the life support to a Class D. And things like that. You know, power distributor. How fast are your weapons going to recharge? How fast are your engines going to recharge? How fast are your shields going to recharge? Power distribution. How long can you discharge your weapons for? When it comes down to a fight, that's what you're going to need. Type D sensors. Sensors are sensors. Yes, you can go for the Type A, you know, and you get a longer range and all the rest of it, but don't see the point of that. And immediately you're up to 28.53. And that's not bad, without any engineering. Shields. Now, I could put a Class 5 shield generator in there, and the ship would thank me for it, because I'd be able to stay in the fight a little bit longer. However, I don't think I'm going to. I'm going to swap it with the Type 4 bay and stick a Type 4 shield generator in there, maintaining the Class 5 cargo rack in there. So at least I'll get 32 odd tons of cargo. So I'm not going to be a complete and utter waste of time. Yes, you know, I could put a bigger shield generator in there, but I don't know. A 4A shield generator for the time being, I think, is ample. And that's just my point of view. Again, if you think I'm wrong, when it's all about shields for you, put that description in the comments and how you've kitted out your Asp Scout. I'd be quite interested to see how other people have done it. So again, I've got myself an advanced discovery scanner for that exploration and getting that exploration data. And then I've also gone for a surface scanner. Now, not necessarily do I need one of those, but hey, if it's an exploration ship I'm using it for, then why not? So let's increase some cargo racks up to the maximum. Swap some things around as well. Of course, with the Type 3 cargo rack, and I can always get an SRV in there. And if I'm going to go looking for meta alloys, an SRV is what I'm going to want. So I need an SRV and an SRV bay. Now this particular station hasn't got an awful lot in the way of weapons. My normal configuration for these sort of things are going to be chain guns and some sort of burst laser. So as there's no chain guns, we're going to have to go, I think, more than likely keep those pulse lasers, because there's not that sort of selection that I want, and then go for chain guns or something in the Type 2 medium hardpoints. Just so that when I'm discharging the weapons, the kinetic weapons don't accrue as much heat as the beam weapons, and it allows you to keep laying down fire. Not that I'm intending to get into an awful lot of scrapes in this ship anyway. To be fair, it's going to be a case of running away as fast as you possibly can. So there you go, that's the weapons sorted out. Optional has been sorted out. Utility mount. Now what am I going to possibly need here? Now my jump range is decreasing, but I do find it handy to have some chaff launchers. Strictly because when I'm running away, I can drop some chaff and disperse any sort of like gimbaled weapons or any of the beam weapons. I can disperse that lock as I'm running away. In addition to this as well, I think it's probably best to go for a shield booster, because I didn't go for that Type 5 shield, went for the Type 4, and hey, I can always get rid of it at a later date, isn't it? And I have the money to spend anyway. Getting that engineered, I can always reduce the weight. So, there you go. Hard points all done. Utility mounts all done. Yes, I've got to do a fire group. No dramas there. So I've increased the jump range quite exponentially by, over half, to be honest. I've actually doubled it. Never mind half. We've gone from 12.57 up to 26 odd, so that's pretty good, even without any engineering. And it's always very important to set those fire groups as well, so if you do get caught out in the black with your trousers down, then at least you can lay some fire, make a little bit of noise. Perhaps that little bit of noise is going to scare them off. What I haven't put on there, though, is a fuel scoop, and I'm going to need a fuel scoop before I take it on any large exploration. So with the Asp Scout, yes, I've got the classic nameplate, and it's called the Asp Scout at the moment, so that's not very befitting to what I generally call my ships. So, badges. The badger's tail. But I'm open to offers on this one. Keep it clean, put it in the comments section. What should I call this Asp Scout for future exploration? Because I will be using it for future exploration. Put it in the comments. Let's have some badger orientated names. Perhaps ones I haven't thought of. Now if I was going to drop some real world coin, I could do on paint jobs. There's loads of paint jobs available for this ship in the Frontier store. But you know what? I'm not there yet. Stock colours for me are pretty good in this iteration of the game. Now, of course, my other version of Elite Dangerous, I've got a few paint packs there as well. I got given the Black Friday paint pack, and that was lovely. That in conjunction with the stock colours has been brilliant. So let's get this modified ship back out into space and see how it performs. So like I mentioned, we're already up to 26 point whatever on the jump range. Much better than the 12.57 that I was given, and in addition it was much better than what I was actually getting, which was 11.3, something like that. So kicking in the boost takes it up to a decent speed. It has to be said. Quite a decent speed. Boosting again, you find it going up to 318, 320 meters per second. So, not bad at all. Kicking in the boost again now. Off we go. There it is, 319 by my calculations on that boost speed. Now we've got our lasers, our pulse lasers, burst lasers. They're hardly going to make a mess of anything, but they're going to let your opponent know that you're there. As the ship looks, I think the ship looks great. Not too dissimilar to the Asp Explorer as you expect. It's a Lakon Spaceway ship, and one's going to channel from the other. So, as design goes, I think perhaps Frontier being a little bit lazy, dare I say it. But anyway, there you have it. I'm going to head on back to the station, get back into the Cobra, and get into a little bit of mischief. I've been Ricardo, and this has been an episode of Reboot and Restart. Thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to put some comments in the comment section. But keep it clean, because we're all friends here. I need to know, what's your loadout for the Asp Explorer, and what's your loadout for the Asp Scout, and how you think they differ? Does anyone indeed on the forum that I've got going run an Asp Scout? Well, that remains to be seen. So, see you soon, fly safe, and check out for more episodes every Saturday, 6 PM.